We're live. Here we come. People coming on in. There's Maggie Wack and Tyler Gross. We got Edit Queen, Ariaga Cameron. Sorry if I'm not saying these wrong. Henry Danger Leaks. Martha 189 joined. All right. Hello, everybody. We're here. This is it. This is the Saturday that we've been talking about for a really long time. And now it's here. So tonight, in actually an hour and a half on the East Coast in the United States, Henry Danger, the last episode is going to air. It's not an hour-long special. It's just a half hour. And of course, here it is 3:30 in California. And then of course it'll start airing. I know a lot of you can stream it sometimes, when particularly if you're in Europe. But that's how you can watch it. I'll be honest with you. I woke up today with a weird feeling. I haven't felt like this since we shot the last night. When we got done shooting, it was easy to kind of, when we walked away from it, we really weren't thinking about it. But today, I just have to tell you, all the tributes and the comments that are flying around on Instagram are, it's overwhelming. Honest to God, it's overwhelming. I'd love to respond to every single one of you. I'd love to bring everybody on this chat right now in live with me so we could all talk, because I'm going to bring Chris here in a second. We are not us without you, without our fans, without the passionate fans that we have. You know, we're just not the show we are. So I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough. The actors, not all of us, can't thank you enough for the support you give us. So Chris Nowak and I, he's the boss here on Henry Danger. I'm going to bring him on to talk with us. And we're going to then at 4 o'clock bring in Cooper Barnes, the man, the myth, my dear friend. And we're going to talk about the finale and just kind of reminisce about 5 years on a show and what all takes place. You notice I'm wearing, Captain Lineker sent me this awesome gift, my t-shirt. You eat, sleep, watch Henry Danger, repeat. It's what I do. I think that's what everybody here does. Thank you for that, Captain. But anyway, let me take a look at some of this stuff, because I know, and I'm so sorry. I know when I'm talking to everybody, you guys are making comments. I can't see them all, so I'm sorry, but I'm trying. Nickelodeon's with us. Hello, Nickelodeon. Chad7693 says, I will miss the show. Yes, Chad. I miss it more than you know. Let's see. Joey Poor says, hi, Mike. Hello. There's Kathleen with all of her hearts. Yes. Hi, Nickelodeon, Henry says. Oh, my gosh. Look at those hearts. Look at those hearts pouring in. It's so cool to see the hearts flying in, I have to say. Let's see. A couple quick questions here before we get going here. Is this going to be okay, here we go. Is this going to be the best episode fans have seen? Yeah, just by definition, it's the end, right? It's the last episode. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that happens, a lot of stuff that's tied up. Is it our best one? No, because I'd like to say that all of them were the best. But certainly this one is, it's really good. All right, so let's see here. Where was Chris? Because I'm going to bring in Mr. Nowak here. All right. I'm going to go live with CJ Nowak. He's the boss, everybody. He's the head writer, the executive producer, the showrunner, father of Ruffles. Hey. There he is. Hello, Mr. Nowak.
Hi, how's it going?
I don't know. How'd you feel when you woke up today? Were you?
I felt exactly the same way you did. I felt exactly the same way. I felt like it felt like it felt when we were ending the show.
Yeah,
a little bit. Hey, everybody. Hi, say hi to everybody. Hi.
No, I agree. It's been a weird, all day, and with the Instagram tributes coming in, it's been. Granted, I know I cry. I teared up a bunch. It's just.
No, did you see Cooper's edit? Cooper's rap tape?
Yeah, I'm going to ask him about. First thing I'm going to talk to him about. I woke up to that.
Yeah.
And just cried in bed. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm laying there, crying into my pillow after watching this. That was amazing.
That's normal for you. but you
Well,
were
I mean,
also crying for a different reason this time.
yeah, exactly. So let's talk about the finale. All right. So you have this big writers' room full of these awesome writers, and all of a sudden,
Yes.
we have to write the finale of Henry Danger. So how did that?
I knew that. Just
how does that
FYI,
work?
I knew that. I went to lunch with Jason Coop. Like the day I took over running Henry Danger, and it was like, sit down at the tables, small talk, ha, and then they were both like, hey, how's it gonna end? How's it gonna end? And I was like, anyway,
Like,
I got a good idea for the first couple episodes, and they were like, yeah, how's it gonna end though? How's it gonna end? And I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure. And they just were like, from the very beginning, they were like, how's it going to end? It was very much on their mind. I saw someone in the comments just now being like, he's one of the writers. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not an actor. I know everybody loves the actors.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I know. I love them too. I know them as people. I love them. But right now it's just a writer, and I'm sorry, but you'll get to the actors eventually.
Yeah, but they're talking to the boss. I mean, let's keep it real here. You ran Henry Danger season 5, and when you took over, I remember you talked to all of us, and you were like, look, and this was all the department heads, from costumes to props to set dressing to the actors, to everybody, and you were like, look, you bring me your ideas. This is going to be a big team effort, and that's going to go on TV. And we all took those marching orders serious. Like, it was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And you told us, you're like, look, it's going on TV.
Yes, that was what I said to the writers in probably the first week once we started the writers' room out for the last season. I was like, you guys, you got to be careful what you pitch me, because I'll just put it on TV. Like, I don't, it's like, I'll just put it up there. We'll do it. If it's funny, we'll do it.
Yes.
And that was what I tried to do. I've been saying this since I took over. Everyone, it sounds disingenuous, but it's truly not. The team I inherited, so to speak, the people in that building are some of the most talented, driven, dedicated, experienced television professionals in the world today. And a big part of my job was just setting a direction, giving people enough information to do their jobs, and then just getting out of the way. Just like getting out of the way and letting everyone do their job, you know?
Yes.
And that seems to have worked out pretty well. That was pretty good decision, I feel like. It seems to have worked out pretty well.
I think we did okay. I think we did all right.
Yeah, and there were episodes from every level. There were episodes a Bigfoot. I'll say the Bigfoot episode. When the writers pitched me the Bigfoot episode, I was like, guys, I don't know. I'm not sure about Bigfoot. I don't know. And then it was Jake, I think, and then some of the other writers were like, what we like about Bigfoot, the Bigfoot episode, is that we play him just like as a regular guy. Like, he's not gonna grunt. He's not gonna do like ape talking. We just play him like, hey, what's up, everybody? Like, Bigfoot's a swell guy that everyone would want to hang out with. And then
Jesse was great.
I was like, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. And the writers were like, trust us. Let's figure this out. And so I was like, okay, yeah, let's figure it out. And I'm glad that I did. And because that episode was great. It was great. It was better than I thought it would be at the beginning. And I try to do that with everybody. Chris Daniel, Clark, Harry and Tristan, you know what I mean? Everybody, just like, bring your best ideas. Everybody bring your best ideas. Yeah, just a regular old Bigfoot chilling out there watching season 2 of Will and Grace. Hi, Luca. My name is Chris. I'm one of the writers. It's nice to meet you.
Luca. Who's Luca? I seem to remember a Luca in the finale, and there's another Luca I know. I can't remember right now.
That's what I tried to do this season. It was mostly just like get out of everyone's way. That was my big that was what I tried to do, and I feel like it worked out pretty well.
So taking that same philosophy, here comes the finale. I think once like I told everybody, I think you and I actually talked about with Sam, the musical table read was so good that they literally brought us to stage and said, 10 more.
They
They're
did.
doing
Yes.
10 more.
Yeah.
And I think that's when, at least I remember in the moment thinking, okay, they're not just going to keep handing out 10 more episodes. And I kind of really thought, well, right. So I started getting a sense that, yeah, this could be it. So Cooper and Jace, they come to you and they start talking about the finale. So I believe it happened on some it was a pretty epic an epic meeting, if I recall.
Yeah, right? So it was a long process because it was a very long process because in order to even just to get the finale story out of the writer's room, like it's hard to get 7 writers to agree to something. So we've been hashing out, like we collectively had been hashing out the broad parameters of what this finale would be. And I don't mean just the final episode tonight. I mean like the arc. I see the last 4 episodes as like one story. It's right, it's our movie. It's one long story that's told.
Yeah, it's the movie.
That happens. Yeah, it happens to be chopped up into 4 parts. But it's hard to get 4 right. It's hard to get a whole writer's room of people to agree on something. That takes literally weeks. So we spent weeks and weeks coming up with. I see a question. Yes, there will be. I don't think there'll be lots of crying tonight, but there will be some crying tonight.
No, but that's why I keep recommending.
Yes, you should.
That.
Yes.
Yeah. But no. Anyway, but keep
so
going.
We finally get, yes. So we finally get. Yeah. One of these days in a Danger Force chat, we're going to tell the popcorn story. Matt. So we will. We finally get the episode. We finally break the episode's idea in the writer's room. And earlier, when it looked like there might be a Henry Danger movie, Jace and Cooper came in and pitched us their concept for the movie. And we took some concepts from there and we wove their ideas into some of the pre-existing ideas that we had already. And we got what we came up with was like the architecture for a story for the finale. And then I took that to the network and pitched Shauna Phelan and Brian Robbins that story. And they were really supportive and they had great notes. And then we came back and like adjusted some stuff based on their notes. And Omar Camacho, our executive in charge, was really helpful with that too. So we changed the story again. Let's big up Omar. Omar has a real tough job.
Omar is the man.
Yes. So then everything was in place. Everything was good. But I had one last thing we had to do. And that was pitch the story of the finale to Cooper and Jace, basically. And it took me back to that first time we sat down. Not the first time we'd ever had lunch together, but the first time we sat down after I took over running the show, where they were like, "Hey man, what's the finale? Hey, how are we gonna end it? What's the finale gonna be?" And I was like, I don't know. So we go, and it was like, it's like 7:00 in my office, and I'm pitching Jace and Cooper the story that basically that you've seen over the last 3 episodes, and it's gonna culminate tonight.
Yep.
And Cooper and I got into it. Like, you can ask him about it. Like, Cooper and I got real. Like,
I will.
We got into it. And there were parts of the finale that they liked. Somebody just said, "I'm bored. See ya." I know. I'm not an actor. I know. I get it.
I'm bored. See ya.
I get it. I know.
Bye-bye.
So, anyway, Cooper and Jace and I start talking about the finale. Cooper gives me his feedback. Jace gives me his feedback. And in my mind, I'm integrating some of their thoughts into it. And I'm going, okay, I can see this. I can see that. We can maybe do this. We can maybe do that. But like, Cooper basically was like, not good enough. He was like, not good enough, bro. Not good enough. And I was like, what do you mean not good enough? And he was like, not good enough. And he and I got into it in like a real way. And the hours start going by. It's suddenly 8:30. It's suddenly 9:00. And we're all just talking and talking and talking. And then at about 9:30, this is one of my favorite Jace Norman stories ever.
This is the best.
At about like, we'd all been like leaving the office, someone's going to drink a water or run to the bathroom or whatever and come back. And all of a sudden, Cooper and I look around and we're like, did Jace just leave? And I was like, dude, I think he just left. And then Cooper and I started.
He was out.
He was gone. He just ghosted us.
He was gone. He was gone, Mary. Gone.
And then, like, Cooper and I got into it again. And 5 minutes later, we both just get a text message from Jace that's just like 3 hearts. And I was like, bro, did you leave? And he's like, love you guys. I'll see you whenever. And Jason was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm good. You and Coop can hash it out. And he just ghosted us. So yes, that's exactly right. Henry Danger Insider. Like Trent would say, he was gone. He's gone.
He was gone.
He was 100% gone.
Well, talk about. I know you're not a big. I know you're not a big title guy. Like we've talked about this, like the titles of scripts, but the fate of Danger. I know it was something else to begin with, and then we talked about.
Oh yeah, no. Well, Jace. I mean, I don't know how to talk about this without spoilers. Jace. You all can go look back at all the interviews Jace did where he was like, this is what I want. This is what I want the finale to be.
Yeah.
And everybody can go back and look at those. Everybody can go back and look at those interviews. And the original title for these last 2 episodes was The Death of Danger.
Yeah, we could say it.
It was The Death of Danger. And I think rightly so, the network, I think in it was a wise decision. Said, let's maybe not call it that because we are Nickelodeon, kids network, and I saw the wisdom of that eventually, and we changed it to The Fate of Danger. But it was 100% originally called The Death of Danger, and
yeah.
I just want it. What I liked about it was that it gave it a sense of finality because, like you guys, it's really ending tonight. Henry Danger is ending tonight. It is,
and everyone's saying no spoilers, and we're not spoiling anything.
We're not spoiling anything, but like. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to start smashing up the sets as we went down to this final episode, to say that, like, these are real stakes. Like, real things are happening that can't be undone. And because a lot of times in sitcoms, you know, you do something and it's crazy, you know, and then you hit the reset button and everything is back to the way it was before. And there's value to that. I understand why that happens, mostly because it's really hard to serialize things on the fly.
Oh my gosh!
It's really hard to
well, that's the whole. But you started doing it with the trilogy. You know, we kind of went down that road. I think for the first time, because you're right. I mean, a lot of Henry Danger episodes are supposed to be: you start, you have your problem, Ray gets us into a bunch of trouble, kids figure it out,
and then
the next week. But with the trilogy, with Darkness, Hero, and with Rick Twitler, we started breaking ground with that.
That was one of the things I wanted to do when I first took over the show. That was what I thought, since it is a superhero show and we play a little bit in the comic book space, I wanted to try to emulate what they do in comic books sometimes, which is like tell a sort of larger story over the arc of maybe 10 or 12 issues, I guess it would be, volumes in the comic book world. I wanted to see if we could try to start off the season by telling like 5 stories that stand alone as their own story, but we eventually find out that they are part of a larger arc that ends up changing the series in a permanent way. And that's what we try to do with the first 8 episodes. Those first 5 episodes are, again, like Henry's birthday. It's a standalone story, but there's that symbol in on the cake thing. And some of the other early episodes, Whistling Susie. The symbol is on the crate when Whistling Susie comes in.
Gruen, I'm so sorry, Gruen Spankori. Sorry if I'm not saying it right. Is that I mean, I'm sure it's like trying to name like your children, but what was can you answer that? Maybe it's more of like the top 5. Maybe
I'll tell you why. The easiest, my favorite one to write was Grand Theft Auto, by far.
Oh,
it was Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, because Grand Theft Auto was the first script. Grand Theft Auto was the first script we wrote after the big 3-parter where Henry lost his powers.
Right.
And like that was a lot of heavy lifting at the beginning to try to weave these threads. And there were like world-ending stakes, and we were like, let's have a fight on a satellite dish with a living sentient computer virus. Which is like, we really tried to reach for the world. Yeah. Really tried to reach as far as we could with that trilogy where Henry loses his powers, and to tell the audience that like there's real stakes. He's never getting his powers again.
Same thing. I mean, that shot, honestly, that shot of Jace when he was sitting there real quiet and Coop comes up the ladder and is like, kid, hey, I took care of everybody. And we just went to Jace and he just had a look. And I remember watching it while we were filming it, and then I saw the episode and I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we were going for. Was a very high stakes thing, a very high stakes, world ending kind of a thing. And then Grand Theft Auto, we wrote afterwards, and like I love Grand Theft Auto because it's just big dumb fun. It's the dumbest fun in the world. Jasper's got a mustache.
The
Brian
mustache,
Bender comes
Sean
in.
Fox.
There's a bird.
mean-
There's a bird sniffing snake, and like it was so much fun to write that script. It was so much fun to write that script after the big, heavy, giant stakes of the three-parter.
Yeah.
To just be like, and then this guy.
Henry is good danger. Henry is good danger.
Yeah, and then like I don't know. So Grand Theft Auto was probably the most fun I've had writing a script with everybody.
All right, everybody who's watching right now, start typing favorite episodes. Start typing favorite episodes so Chris and I can see it. I know I saw someone, Captain Leneke said the trilogy was great. Yes, you were there. That was awesome. You were there for run through.
You know what? I will say this. Someone just said Wackalodian. Shout out Wackalodian. I invaded her live chat today to say, hey, Mike and I are coming on. So she's a big fan, and she's nice. It's really
You
good.
bombed the chat. Good for you. I love that.
Yes.
Oh, Charlotte gets ghosted. Yeah, I love that
She
one.
just said it took 120 episodes to realize that Jason Cooper are such good actors. I would just say, wait for tonight. Wait for tonight.
Oh.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Just wait for tonight. Wait for tonight.
Yeah, you know what? It speaks to here. You know, what I've been telling everybody. You know, Steve Hafer directed our finale, and I mean, you talk about putting your hands around a huge script, and we shot long hours because we had to. It was what happened in the episodes was huge, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were getting ready to do the scene. 4 words, and Jason Coop both were like, I want another take. I want another take.
Yeah.
I want another take. And it was like, guys, we've been here for 17 hours. I want another take. Like that was the commitment everybody was showing during those final, 4
and
episodes.
the one that's on the air is when I went up to them afterwards and was like, we got it. You're not going to beat that.
Yeah.
And they were like, are you sure? They both, and I was like, you can do whatever you want. That one's going on TV. The one that's going on TV is the one that everybody was like, that's it. That's going on TV.
Oh yeah.
That's going on TV
I mean,
tonight.
it's I'll watch.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. Like you say, because you watched the mix. You said you teared up what, twice?
Like twice it would have been twice if there hadn't been other people in the room. It was like 1.5 times. It was like 1.5, but just because there were other people there, and I was like, I don't know if I'm as comfortable crying in public.
Yeah, it's going to be hard not to do it. I mean, it's I mean, like I said, we know. Oh, Rubber Duck. Oh, there you go. That's one right there. Thank you for that.
Rubber Duck.
That's
Moving
Sean's
on.
That's Sean's great dancing moves.
Yes.
Let's see.
I heard
Dr.
someone say
Danger.
Whistling Susie. Whistling Susie is also one of my favorite ones. I love where they blow up the man cave.
Oh, the 100th episode. Oh
yeah,
my
I like
God.
That they blew up the man cave. That was funny. I like that we kept. I like that we could cut around to Swellview to see a bunch of different people being affected by the man cave being blown up. That was fun.
Yes.
I like Danger Things. Danger Things was huge. Danger Things gave us the interdimensional teleporter, which we've gone back to about 25 times.
That became everything. We used it like 7 times.
My wife, Cindy, just said, I can cry here. It's a safe space. Okay, we're good. That's good, because I'll probably be crying tonight.
Well, hey, get ready, because I know you're going to be watching, but I'm going to get, Weepy Cooper Barnes and Weepy Mike Karen on a split screen. I don't even know what's going to happen. That's why I got Kleenexes.
The entire social media team at Nickelodeon is white knuckling right now because they're like, it could just be crying. It could just be 100% crying.
I don't know. I'm going to try. I'm going to keep it real. I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk to Coop about, and I promise I'm going to try. Hey, real quick, before we sign off, because Cooper's coming up here.
Yes, Cooper's coming in 5 minutes. Actors in 5 minutes, everybody.
Actors in 5 minutes, everybody.
Yeah.
Tell me about Tommy Walker, Drex. He's the villain that we brought back to finish it all off.
Tommy's, no disrespect to our other villains who I love. Tommy's the scariest villain we have. Tommy's the scariest villain.
He is scary. Villain. I mean, he's a sweetheart of a man, but he's a scary guy.
Yes, he is. It is jarring to see the disparity between Drex and Tommy Walker. Because
Cooper's with us. What's up?
What's up?
About 5 minutes, Coop. We're gonna be getting to you.
Yes.
So Tommy is
the nicest guy, but Drex is the scariest villain. He's the villain with the most stakes. He's the villain that's like tied mostly into Captain Man's sort of mythology, his history. He was Ray's original sidekick. So when we were breaking the finale story, and again, by finale story, I mean these last 4 episodes. I see these last 4 episodes as one story. And honestly, I think the best way to watch them is like all 4 in succession. So I would recommend everyone go back and watch all 4 episodes in a row if you can, because I think that's the best way to watch them. To me, they're one big episode.
I agree. And I'm gonna have one more question. Madeline Miller. There's Maddie. She said, I love the hmms in the show. Can you talk a little bit? Because I think that's a lot about
ask Cooper this, because he and I disagree about this. I think I think Cooper did the first in a run through of Whistling Susie. I think it was the first.
Oh, is that it?
I think it was when Jace went in the back of the truck and was like, Cooper was like, he was like, Jace, I think, said, where'd you put Susie? And then Jace was like, and Cooper was like, where'd you put Susie? And we thought that was so funny. I swear they added that in the rehearsal process for Whistling Susie, and we all thought it was so funny that we let him keep it. And like, we didn't know that was like opening Pandora's box, and then that became the thing for the entire season.
I mean, and beyond. I mean, that will live.
But what people might not know is I would say it's about 50-50. About half the time, all the hmms are added by the cast in the rehearsal process. Other times, sometimes in the writing, we'll throw that in the script. But it is a lot of that is organic from the cast. They'll find those moments in rehearsal.
And that's what you always like. You would sit there, and the greatest part was after we do a run through the next day, some of those improvs would be in the script. Like you were like,
careful what you do. I'll put it on TV.
See, Cooper just said Jeffrey started that. I'm telling you. All right, I'll ask Cooper about it. I'll ask him.
We can get, if Jeffrey Nicholas Brown is watching, we can get him to weigh in. But I'm telling you, I think the first time was when Cooper said to Jace and Whistling Susie, "Where'd you put Susie? Where'd you put Susie?" And I think that's the first time. But again, careful what you wish, careful what you pitch, because I'll just put it on TV. And in the case of the things, we put it on TV about 500 times. So.
I think everyone loved it. So,
yes.
All right. Well, I think it's time for the actors. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang up on the live stream. Going to count 60 seconds. Everyone use a quick bathroom break if you need it. And then when I come back on, Cooper Barnes is going to be joining me to talk all things finale and Henry Danger. So, but everybody, this guy right here, this guy, see that head right there? That's where it all came from. This guy is
the birthday episode. I love the birthday episode. I love the
birthday was great.
Birthday episode.
Birthday was great. But everyone at CJ Nowak, go follow this guy, because we when this whole thing's over, we've got some more stuff coming your way. So like after tonight, after the finale, you might want to hang on as you're drying your eyes. There's going to be a trailer for something pretty cool coming up that we can't wait for you to see. So that's after tonight. So
real quick, I can tell real quick though before you go. I can tell Cooper is going to do this because Cooper's saying it started in the birthday one. Birthday one was the 5th one we did that season. Whistling Susie was 4. I'm telling you. Whistling Susie was 504. The birthday cake was 505.
All right, you follow along, comment, because I know people still have questions for you. I'm going to, like I say, I'm gonna hang up, and then Coop, when I come back on, you join, click your, comment. I'm gonna click your name, and we're gonna get that handsome mug on screen. So, all right, Chris.
Hi, Stevenson. All right. Hi, Stevenson. All right, bye, everybody.
Okay, bye. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hang up like I've been doing the past couple of nights, and then I'm going to rejoin, and then we're all going to chat with Coop. All right, so I'm hanging up now. I'm going to be back. Count to 30 seconds. Go grab your popcorn. Get your tissues ready. It's Cooper. I'm going to have my tissues ready, and we'll be talking in just a little bit. All right, I'll be back. I promise. 60 seconds. Log back on. Here we go.